Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with my co-host,
Lee Silber.
Hey, Lee.
Let me do that again. Lee Silber. Lee, we do this behind the scenes. You know, it's not one take. It's 20 takes just to say my name. Just to say my name. I think it's fun to let the listeners in on what happens behind the scenes, meaning we usually set up to record and then we chit-chat for a while about, what efficiency things we're doing and life. And so we thought we'd open the door, pull back the curtain. Open the window? I guess nobody does that anymore. That's creepy.
I don't know.
But let people in.
One.
So what we were talking about today, before we went on air, I thought we'd just continue the conversation because I think we can't be the only ones that are thinking about some of these things. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I'm like, one of my big thing right now is figuring out, do I keep structure in my life? Are there things I should get rid of? Things in my life are changing. So there's opportunities to discard things that I've been doing or keep them. And I'm at a crossroads. I think that's the best way.
And I was Mr. Positivity. Well, look at all the possible things you can do. And, it's endless. And there's opportunities and possibilities. And that's me looking in from the outside. You on the inside are saying, shut up. Just shut up. Let me go through this and figure it out.
Yeah. And I'm sure our listeners have gone through it and they might be going through it. What comes next? What, should I be making these changes? I love that you asked me, what if I won Powerball? A very modest Powerball.
I said 7 million. That's not modest
7 million.
to me.
I mean,
that's life-changing.
Well, it's life-changing.
7 million life-changing still?
Well, let me.
Are you poo-pooing 7 million?
Let me discard this 5 million that's just sitting here by my desk.
Okay.
No, 7 million is, but I'm in the grand scheme of Powerball. Wasn't there one last month or December? It was $1 billion.
The funny thing is, I really don't. I don't want or need that much.
I don't either. Okay, so 7 million.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 million. If I won 7 million, how would I change my life? And one of the things I said I would make more art. And I appreciate you said, well, it was all travel and, all the stuff people always say. But, you just discard your life and move around. And you brought up a very good point, which is, if I want to make art, what is stopping me from doing it today? Nothing. It's not that I have to make a Michelangelo-esque kind of piece of art that's amazing. It just has to be something that works for me. And I really appreciate that because it doesn't have to be an enormous thing. I could just pick up a pen and do a little drawing. And I lose track of that. And I think a lot of us do. I want to save the world. Well, you know what? Maybe I just want to make lunch.
And the traveling thing, you can travel right now. Maybe, like I said, you go to Paris by Riverside County, Perris, instead of the Paris. But,
I just went to
take the big dream, the big goal, the big opportunity or vision, and just downsize it to something you can start on now. And that's
we just went to Catalina.
Yeah, I think that's a great start. You went to an island.
Oh, yeah.
You went to an island. So happens it's not that far from where you live, but it's still an island.
It's still, you have to get on a boat for an hour and a half.
Oh, I fly in. Come on, boats are for... No, I'm just kidding. But I did fly there.
You fancy. You flew?
I was getting my pilot's license, and that is one of the places that my instructor thought, hey, let's try and land on the top of a mountain. This should be fun.
That's a terrible airport.
That was a bad idea.
Oh, my God. Wow. No, we took a boat. I mean, so yeah, it was a small vacation and it was fun. So, maybe my whole thing is I don't have to find the big answer. I can just dabble in the little stuff and see where it takes me and how I feel.
Ask me what I would do with $7 million.
What would you do? I'm so sorry, Lee. I didn't mean to, monopolize. But what would you do if you got $7 million?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
I believe it or not, I really thought about this. Well, obviously, a few of the obvious things, pay off any outstanding mortgage or car payment or anything. But that's with $7 million, I got a lot left over. I want to give things away. I want to do charity work. There's no better feeling than to help someone else reach their goals and make their dreams come true, I think. And that's kind of why I go out and give speeches and why I write books, is to help other people. But how cool would that be to have the resources to do like a Make-A-Wish thing just for ordinary people that maybe small, and like same thing I was telling you, not on a big scale, but on a small scale. I've found that little things people appreciate. I went and for some workers, I went and bought some Egg McMuffins. They're like 2 for $5 and passed them out. It was like I'd given them each $1,000. They were so appreciative, these particular people that were working on a project out in front of my house. But my point is, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a little thing. And that's, as it relates to what we talk about as far as efficiency, we have these dreams of finding the time to do write the book, travel around the world and all these things, which maybe that does happen someday. But for right now, if we could downsize it, scale it, I think that word is so popular now, scalable. What's the reverse of scalable? When you go backward, you take it. I'm gonna have to unscale it. You go the other way, and do the things you always wanted to do, but just on a smaller scale, and do them now.
Right. So I appreciate you making me feel like like you're gonna.
That's why I let you go first.
My stuff away, and I'm like the selfish person.
But maybe teach art.
I mean, what?
Maybe get some people together and you do art together. You teach people how to, because you studied art. You're an artist.
Yeah.
Artiste. So.
Yeah.
But there's my answer.
No. And you know what? And maybe today I give $5 away to give to someone.
Yeah. I've had people pay for my Starbucks when I'm behind them, and I think, why don't I do that? Because I don't pay it behind me. I'm like, well, thanks. See ya. But I'm going to do more of that. $5. I mean, I certainly can pull it from somewhere else to make sure I still can pay all my bills, but also help other people. That's a small thing with a big impact.
And this is what we do before we talk
we ramble
on our episodes. But we ramble. But figure out a small way to make a change if you're questioning things. And I'm speaking directly to myself when I say that. But I'm speaking directly to you, the listener, when I say be sure and like and review our program, and then be back with us again next week for another episode.